Hello and welcome back to Vinralandia, Cultopia, Goatsburg, all the amazing places around here. And of course, Cultopia has decided, I'm gonna put some abandoned buildings out here so your city doesn't look as nice as it could be. I'm watching you, Cultopia. I know what you're doing in there. You're sacrificing goats, aren't you? It's a thing they do. Okay. Our main concern today is going to be the sad Marketopia. We need to fix this situation. And I think the only way to fix this situation is to completely relocate Marketopia. So, let's look at what we can do about that. We got some area to move into. We could put it downwind of Bat Town, down over here. That would probably be nice. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut a three-way intersection in the highway here, have it come down over this way, and then it'll end up... Do we want to do... I don't think we want a three-way. No, that's ridiculous. We're going to do the same kind of thing that we've done for Bat Town in this place over here. No, we're not building roads yet. What we want to do is get a 6-lane just right across here. Right from probably about here. Straight 6-lane all the way down here. Boom. And then we're just going to have a central 6-lane road to send the traffic for a main junction for the traffic. That'll be nice. Look at that. How brilliant. And then we'll have a couple 4-way roads on the sides just to give some more high traffic density roads on the sides. It'll be brilliant, won't it? And Marketopia will be instantly better designed than the previous Marketopia. Okay. There we go, we got that. Then we just want to intersect this with 1.5 billion roads. No, not like that. We're going to want to get in just a bit closer here. Really get deep into the construction of the new Marketopia, where knickknacks will be sold and produced. Not produced, I'm sorry, just sold. Far more efficiently than they were in the previous Marketopia. Because I don't know if you've seen Marketopia recently, but the selling is not efficient at all. It takes 2 years just to get past the traffic jams, and at that point, you don't even want your knickknack anymore, because there's a new knickknack in style, and you know those trucks are stuck in the same traffic jam as you are. Oh my goodness. Getting these roads perfect is so annoying. There we go. That's the one. That's the one, right? Yes. There we go. Okay. Because, I mean, you know the trucks that have the latest knickknacks. The knickknacks you really want to buy at this point. You know they're stuck in the traffic jam too, so none of the shops are going to have the latest knickknacks. Only people who ordered it through like the drone delivery service. They're the ones who are going to get the awesome new knickknacks. And you're going to be left in the dust. How sad. Okay, we're also going to put some straight streets down here. Just to allow for a bit more mobility between these areas. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's a massive grid. I do like my grids, don't I? It just looks so neat and orderly. You just know precisely where everything is. I just learned that I can do this, by the way. I didn't know that I could actually click and drag this. I thought this was just a single block tool. My goodness, it is enlightening. It has taught me great amounts. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Probably shouldn't have put it down yet. But, you know, whatever. They're not like going to spring up and then be like, oh, hello, I've heard that there's no water or power or literally really anything here. would you care to oblige us? And I'll be like, no, not right now. Maybe later, and they'll just start freaking out. I'll be like, but we need to sell our knickknacks. We can't sell our knickknacks under these conditions. How can you expect us to do this? And I'm just like, shut up. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Trying to think. Trying really hard to think. It's not working. Okay, no, I remembered what I was thinking about. We need to also expand this. Get some high density commercial here. Get some high density commercial here. And now we really need to pause. How are we going to set up this entire system? How do we do it over here? So we had the off-ramp come on to a thing. And this works really nicely. Okay. Are we going to do that here? I don't know if we're going to do that. We should. We should. Because I think we're going to have a grotesque road come straight out of the Knick-Knack Emporium of Magic. Go kind of like right next to Bat Town across this lake, which by the way is going to cost monumental amounts of money. And it's going to come down and straight into Marketopia. So if we're going to do that, we're going to want a big roundabout. Where is that big roundabout? Right here. And I think we want it on this. No, that's the small one. Here we go. And I think we want it on this side of the road. It's a bit counterintuitive, but it's also quite a large roundabout. Okay, so traffic's going to move this way. We want to start with the on and off ramps. Where are they? There they are. We want to start with on and off ramps going straight from here onto, it's going that way. We want to angle it this way. That'll be nice. An off ramp right there. And an on ramp that will just go straight like that. Boom. Efficiency. I say that. That's actually really terrible. That's actually really terrible on every mark. This is also really terrible. I just did terrible things, people. Wow, I don't even know. Wow. Should probably put these on the other side. Oh my goodness. How could I do this? Oh man. Oh, it's so terrible. It's really bad. Here we go. We're going to have it come up and be like that. And that will be the... It's still wrong. Still wrong. See, we can't have cars making these incredibly tight turns just being like, hey, dude, check out my e-brake. And we're just like, no, that's terrible. You're slowing down traffic with your e-brake. And they're like, don't care, brah, e-brake. And it's terrible. Okay, we really need this to come around like that. That is nice. Okay. So we've got on and off for this half of the highway. Looks terrible. Really bad. But it's okay. It's not okay. We're just saying it's okay because, well, I mean, you're not saying it's okay. I'm saying it's okay just because, you know, I'm a bit loony. Okay, so we're going to have it come up. And come right over. Come on. Come on, off-ramp. Play nice, please. Please, off-ramp. You got to help me here. I need something. Not like that. No. This off-ramp is just being so terribly unhelpful. This is gonna be a hard one, people. It's gonna be a hard one. Okay. We want to pull it up here, get a nice tight curve in here, get a pillar right in between. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to be a bit crazy, probably really crazy actually, and have this link up right there. I'm not sure if that is just going to completely destroy the entire road system that I've created here. I'm going to say that most likely it's going to tear apart this finely crafted, yeah, right. This this crafted roundabout system. Notice how I didn't use any qualifiers on there. I don't even know. It's not the most finely crafted thing in the world, but it's ours, and we're gonna own it. Well, I'm gonna own it. You don't have to own it. I would recommend that you don't own it at all. I mean, if you just look at what's going on right immediately right now, you can understand that you should not want to own this. That is so dumb. That is so dumb. But it's gonna stay there. It's okay. Okay. So with that, we've got the connections from the highway onto this. Now we need a reason for them to come off. And we're going to do that with a couple off-ramps. The first off-ramp is going to be, well, it's actually going to be an on and off ramp. This one is going to come straight out of here. It's going to be brilliant. No, actually, that's not brilliant. You see, I mean, if we were to actually put it there, the slope that we would need to make to get over the highway would be insane. We'd pretty much be launching Apollo missions every time someone wanted to go up the off-ramp. They'd be at the moon. It'd be insane. Just absolutely crazy. Okay, so we got that. And then we're going to have this one come right off. Oh Lord. I'm just looking at the mess that I have to thread this through. I know, everyone's like, oh, dude, what are you doing? This is a stupid system. Just stop while you're ahead. And I'm gonna say, was I ever really ahead? I don't know if you've like been around or anything, but I don't think I was ever ahead to begin with. I think it's just always been this way. No hope for us. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, it's like some sort of just deranged squid creature. Just it's kind of flopping around down there. He's just all of his tentacles are just going everywhere. He's like just all over the place, all over the place. So now we're going to cut out this. We are going to turn this highway system into a big highway that's going to go straight over this lake. Because that's just going to look brilliant, right? Everyone's going to love that. Boom. Look at that. Oh, that's brilliant. That shall be the Knick-Knack Memorial Bridge of memories, because it was actually built off of the memories of orphan children that the cultists captured. So, yeah. That is the Knick-Knack Memorial Bridge. I think that actually hooked everything up. I don't know why I'm saying so much. Usually I don't do that. I don't know why I'm doing it right now. I usually hate that. I have become what I hated most. When fighting monsters, take care that you should not become one yourself. For when you look into the abyss looks back into you. That's Nietzsche, by the way. Usually don't like him. He's a bit of a prick. But, you know, it's a pretty good quote. Makes a lot of sense. There we go. Now we got power lines going straight across there. Okay. What else do we need to do? Completely eliminate everything here. The entirety of Marketopia shall be eliminated in the name of progress. I'm sorry, Marketopia. You served us well for a time, but now that time is over. And we must move to a greater area where the road systems aren't literally made for like low density residential housing. Which is probably what this is going to turn into, some really terrible low density residential housing. It's going to be disgusting. Okay, time to initiate. And watch people go across the demented squid. And by the way, we do need the old districts. We need to name this bridge. Bridge. There we go. It will be the here we go. Knick, knack, memorial, bridge of memory. Nope, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, knick, knack, memorial bridge. Built off of the memories of orphan children, because cultists are just terrible. Let's see, this is going to be the, I'm just going to put nothing in there. Absolutely nothing for now. Madison Square, filler, enter. I'll name it something else later. And over here, this is the new Marketopia. Let us, no, that's putting down, there we go. District. Neo Marketopia. I love it. That's what it's going to be. Neo Marketopia. The new land of knickknacks and goat feed. For anyone who happens to either be a cultist or need to feed their goats. This is the place for you. Perfect. That'll fill up eventually, maybe. Hopefully. All of that industrial traffic that needs to get out there is going to go across here. What's going on here? Oh, I see. We're having a small power crisis. This should be easy enough to fix. One power line right to Cultopia. The cultists are completely fine with this because the knickknacks are, of course, a key part of their rituals and such. So it's just second nature for them to accept the power lines to the Knickknack Emporium of Magic, so that they can become the greatest cult that anyone could ever imagine. And that's saying something because people can imagine some pretty good cults. I mean, just think about Battown. One could say that Battown is, in and of itself, a cult to Batman. I think that all of the Batmen would resent such a statement, but still, it is possible to make the statement. That is a valid thing to say. And you're only going to get your face beaten in by about 40 Batmen. I mean, if you think that that's a win, then it's a win for you. It's what you got to do. You got to, just play to the numbers. Is this really the best idea for me? And if you think so, I mean, you should go for it. Go for your dreams, kid. Do what you got to do. Okay. Going to need a lot more office buildings. And the unnamed lands is the perfect place to build said office buildings. Boom. Fulfilling industrial demand since 1976. Isn't actually a thing. It's pretty much fulfilling office demand since 2015 or something like that. I've also realized that Neo Marketopia definitely doesn't have any parks in it. You need leisure! Here, have some leisure. All over the place. You shall be leisurely in these little parks. If you don't appreciate the parks, then get out of my city. You need to appreciate these parks. It is key that you appreciate them. Oh, I've got a stitch in my throat. It's terrible. We need to stick the needle in there and just do a little really bad. Makes you cough all the time. It's not actually a thing. I don't actually have a stitch in my throat. Like not a literal stitch, but you know, I just had to cough. It's a thing. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Why is there so much backup all of a sudden? Or has this been here the entire time and I just haven't seen it? I'm gonna say it's probably been here the entire time and I just haven't seen it. That's bad. That is really bad. Wow. Well, guess what? We're gonna have to deal with traffic again next time, because I'm not gonna fix that now. Are you kidding? We just made this thing. I don't want to make something else disgusting. Which, by the way, does appear to be working pretty nicely. And really, that's just the goal. That's the overall hope, and I'm sticking with the fact that that is a good thing. Although I think we could fix Marketopia up just a little for future expansion, which will, first off, of course, result in the warping of some of our residents into another dimension, because that's just what happens when there's no road to follow. They warp into a completely different dimension. It's really weird. There we go. So we got one-way streets coming off of there, and we're also going to have one-way streets going out of the city. Pretty much just making the flow of traffic a lot smoother in the areas where you're going directly into and directly out of the city. Boom. There we go. One-way, 6-lane streets. That's just way too many lanes for a one-lane road. One-way road. It's insane. What do we got here? This... Okay. Give it a second. This off-ramp is not built efficiently. Everyone's having to make those crazy e-brake turns. And we know all about those crazy e-brake turns. You know what happens when people take those crazy e-brake turns? Chaos! Chaos ensues! And we can't have... That is the wrong direction. This is also the completely wrong type of street. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when people try to take e-brake turns like that, chaos on the roadways. It's just terrible. There we go. Now people won't have to take e-brake turns. It'll be a lot quicker for them to take that turn off and into Marketopia directly. It'll be brilliant. Very nice, very nice. I feel like we did something good. We created a bridge off of the tears and dreams of orphans, children. We got rid of Marketopia and replaced it with a filler place. For now, we're going to probably just use the old husk of Marketopia for like low-density housing or something. Look, there's just a few shops that just don't want to leave. And so many cars. Why are there so many cars here? You'd think that since there's no longer any commercial or really anything, people wouldn't park here? That's concerning, actually. What are they doing here? Oh, I know. This is where all the bus routes converge and everyone's just leaving their cars here because they think it's fine. It's not fine. I'm going to get all the tow trucks in the city and I'm going to come down here and take every car there. They're not going to think it's so funny then, will they? No, not at all. But yeah. So, that brings us to the end of the episode. Let's get the cinematic view of our city. It's not terrible. I've seen worse. I've seen better. I've seen a lot better. Are you kidding? It's pretty bad in comparison to some other cities. But in comparison to just itself, it is the best. If you compare my city just to my city, this is definitely the best city. If you like this episode, like and subscribe. Of course, there'll be more in the future because we have to fix the Knick-Knack Emporium of Magic. It's just so bad. We can't leave people just stuck forever in traffic in the Knick-Knack Emporium of Magic, not getting their knickknacks anywhere that they need to be. So yeah, there'll be more in the future. I hope you enjoyed watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.